Hey Taurus, welcome to your August 2024 mid-month reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started, my friends, and jump straight in. Now, the mid-month readings are from now until the end of the month. So whenever you're watching this during the month of August, it applies. But let's see here. Let's go ahead and jump in. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, the link will be down below in the description. If you click that link, it'll take you straight to my website. And then from there, you'll be able to purchase a reading. So let's see here, Taurus, what is going on for you for the week? Let's take a look. Or not the week, for the rest of the month. Let's see. All right. Let's see here, Taurus. Okay. Death card is in your current energy at this time, so you could be going through major transformations in your life. This death card has been coming out a lot in the readings. The Tower as well has been coming out a lot. The Fool card, Strength card. Oh, look, there it goes. I just pulled the Tower. So I think this is a collective theme that we're all going through at this time, to where there's a lot of things falling apart and we're having to really pick up the pieces or to start something new. And it's interesting because you do have the Three of Cups here in the future. So even though you're going through transformations here, I feel like there are some good times here that you're going to be having in the future position with that Three of Cups and things to be able to celebrate and to be able to enjoy. I think a lot of you here are trying to remain positive through the situation that you're going through here, but you're really having to keep perspective, right? I think your challenge at this time is having that long-term perspective. The Death card is like when things are going on, like if we're going through the Death card archetype or we're going through the Death card energy, it could feel like everything is breaking down and like life isn't fair and things are just hard, which, life is hard, sometimes it can be extremely difficult, but I'm seeing you here like being able to navigate through some things here. And where your power lies this week, we're just going to go ahead and jump into your reading, is with the Justice card. And the Justice card is a card of discernment, being able to make certain adjustments and to understand that every action has a reaction that's going to produce some type of result. It could be good or bad. The Justice card, it's like through your intentions and your energy, like you create a ripple effect, and that's what brings you back your karma. Like I said, it can be good or bad. So I feel where your power lies this week is your ability to be able to discern when it comes to certain actions that you want to take. And I'm seeing if you stay in alignment here with what's for your highest good, right? And not revert back to maybe old habits or to go back to, or to do things that's not going to get you closer to what it is that you want. Like I'm seeing you really have this very strong discernment to be able to make the adjustments and create that ripple effect that's going to bring you back your rewards here, bring you back better results when it comes to what it is that you're striving toward and working toward here. Man, it doesn't surprise me that this Tower has come out. I mean, I feel the collective has really been going through these Tower moments lately. And it's just symbolic of sort of like what's going on in the world. Is all this craziness, all these unexpected things happening. And even when it comes to your own life personally, it just feels like, God, it's like I'm having to like totally do new things because the old things or the old ways of doing things just isn't working anymore. But you have the Three of Wands here for the overall energy for your reading for the rest of the month. The Three of Wands is a card of empowerment. It talks about self-determination. Three of Wands is also a card of when your ships do come in. So, and it's the ability to be able to set things in motion. And while you're waiting for your ships to come in, it's like you're progressing forward and moving things forward in your life while you're also waiting for those results to come back. And so I'm seeing this being the overall energy here for you. Three of Wands is encouraging you here to remain self-empowered. The Three of Wands is Sun in Aries, and Aries deals with self-determination, strength, courage, and action. So I feel like you're being encouraged here to be self-determined, to be bold, to be courageous, to take action in the direction of where it is that you're trying to move things. But with that Justice card, where your power lies with moving forward and making certain decisions, is your ability to be able to have discernment. You do have the Temperance here in the position of where your hopes lie. Honestly, and if you think about it, what's right after the Death card? It's the Temperance, right? You're wanting to just move through this Death card energy, right? This could be things that you have let go of, just major changes, things that have broken down. You're trying to recreate things with the Temperance card. So I'm seeing you here hoping to recreate things that are more harmonious, that are going to be positive for you, that are going to bring things back into balance here. And also the Temperance card is a card of faith. So at this time, it's like through this recreation process and through this process that you're going through, you're trying to stay positive and cultivate a deeper sense of faith through it all. Because this death card in your current energy, it's like, yep, there's been transformations, right? There's been endings to things that you've been having to let go of. And this could also be like an ego death as well. But I think if you've been going through some form of an ego death, it's something that has happened more in the past than it is now. Like, yes, it could have some residue still in your current energy. But like I've been saying, because I just said this in the Aries reading, that they also pulled the death card. And their energy was more so that they're moving out of the death energy and they're coming into the rebirth phase of the death card. And I think it's the same thing here for you, Taurus. So this is about like letting go of the old I'm seeing here and you embracing the new. You did pull the Eight of Wands in the challenge position. Yeah, and the Eight of Wands is the height of ambition, right? I think you have a lot of ambition at this time, but it's really about, with the King of Wands being the advice, I'm almost seeing you here trying to pursue some form of newer vision for yourself, right? Like I said, the Eight of Wands is the card of the height of ambition. It also is a card of positivity. It's a card of synchronicity. It's a card of momentum. I think you're trying to just cultivate momentum here, but positive momentum. It's like, for some of you, it's like you could be getting momentum and your main cause of concern at this time, Taurus, is to keep the momentum, like to keep the momentum on your side here. And the King of Wands, as the advice is saying, as long as you take the initiative and you see out your plans all the way through to the end, right, and you're disciplined and you're structured, then you will be able to carry out those big visions that you have, or carry out the plans here that you have. You did pull a Three of Cups in the future position, so this is a card of celebration. So I do feel there is celebrations here for you in the future. I see things coming together in a positive way here as well when it comes to community or any type of group project or just anything that deals with other people. You could also be getting encouragement and support here as well, more than you're used to, or you could just be noticing the increase of it with this Three of Cups here. And also when it comes to your relationships with the Three of Cups, I feel like there's good things here, like you really feeling connected and bonded with these relationships. You did pull the Tower in the position of something that you're unaware of. Yeah, the Tower is we can no longer clutch on to the remains of the past, and that it's time for us to set ourselves free. The Tower is the reset button in the tarot, and it represents us being able to reset things, right, and clear the slate, right, and paint on a new canvas, and that the old ways and the old structures won't work anymore. And I think you're well aware of that here, Taurus. And so now it's just about, okay, like focusing on creating the new. And also the Tower card is things that we've built around ourselves, like things that gratified our ego, but things happen in life, things change, and it kind of hits us to the core with the Tower. And so we're having to recreate ourselves and recreate our situations. So I'm feeling at this time that Spirit is encouraging you here to create something new, to embrace like a newer way of living or a newer way of doing things. You pulled the Six of Swords here in the outcome, which is indicative of you finally getting out of the rough waters and moving into more calmer waters, especially if you've been going through a turbulent time with this Death card in your current energy. If you've been going through a time to where even you've been mentally stressed, emotionally stressed, spiritually stressed, the Six of Swords is the ability to be able to move into more calmer waters, right? And you being able to relax more, your mind being more at ease, and your emotions feeling more grounded. You pulled this Saturn return card. It says age here. Some of you, this could be your Saturn return, or you could be going through your Saturn return. But the Saturn return card is an energy of, this is a time of really strict discipline and having to really do the work that is necessary for you to be able to create the things that you want. Because with the Saturn return, like if you don't take on the responsibility, or if you ignore the responsibility, or if you don't take things serious, then you're going to be getting that then hardships come and your situation is going to become difficult. You pulled this time to do it differently, go beyond what you have done before. And that's the Tower here in the position of something you're unaware of. I think it is time for you to go beyond and do something that you haven't done before. It's almost the way in which you did things. It's like I said, it's like they no longer work. It's almost like you're having to get creative and innovative here. And I think you are very close to achieving your goal as well. You pulled this, you're very close to achieving your goal. And that's that Three of Cups here in the future position. So, Three of Cups is something that comes into union, right? And it's something we're able to celebrate, whether it's an accomplishment or a goal that we've been working on. Clarify your reading here, Taurus. Clarify the Justice card here in the position of where your strength lies this week, where your power lies this week. Or not this week. It could be this week, but for the rest of the month. You pulled the Nine of Swords here. Woo! Yeah, and the Justice card can also be a card of truth. And the Nine of Swords is also a card of truth. It's Gemini, it's Mars and Gemini. So where your power lies is staying in alignment with your true intentions and taking action that's in a place that's rooted in your truth here. And as long as you're coming from a place of truth and authenticity, I feel like that's what's really going to move the needle here in your situations. Clarify the Three of Wands for the overall energy. Five of Pentacles here. Five of Pentacles is a card of struggle, feeling left out in the cold, right? Going through hardships. And so this Three of Wands, this is you for the overall energy, moving through those hardships. Five of Pentacles also can point to where, you know, we're having trouble financially, right? And so it's like trying to overcome financial difficulties or feeling the lack of resources and support, things that once supported you, resources that you once had, almost in a way they're either they've lost like their potency or, you know, you could just be lacking those at this time. And so now I see you here trying to move toward creating more resources here for yourself. Clarify the Temperance in your hopes. You have the Queen of Swords here. Yeah, the Queen of Swords, the Temperance, I'm almost seeing like you hoping that you can be able to learn from your situation and be able to take that wisdom and apply it to your situation to be able to make something better here. And I feel like you will, with that Six of Swords being in the outcome. You know, the Temperance does encourage us here to keep cultivating and keep alchemizing our situation, transmuting that Death card, you know, that pain and the loss into something newer, right? The Death card represents the decay of one thing will always fertilize another. And I'm seeing you here in regards to your hopes, like you being able to fertilize something new so that way it can grow and become prosperous. Clarify this Death card here in the position of your current energy. Page of Swords. Yep. Change. Page of Swords is the revolutionary. It's like we're having to embrace newer ideas, newer ways of doing things. And I think through this whole Death card experience that you've been going through, it's like it's in a way it's forced you to have to come up with different solutions. Clarify the Eight of Wands in the challenge. You pulled the Nine of Wands here. Yeah, your will's being tested, right? Nine of Wands is the test of the will. Feeling resistance and adversity. Trying to stay optimistic with the Eight of Wands. And it's interesting, you know, there's going to be, you know, the King of Wands as the advice. Like the King of Wands always goes through his hardships, right? And his will is tested and he does face adversity. But he's able to overcome those things because he sticks to that vision that he has and he takes the initiative on things and he's disciplined and structured. And that's what allows him to be able to overcome a situation and get success here. So the King of Wands is a temperament. And so your advice is to embody the temperament of the King of Wands. Clarify the Three of Cups in the future. Yeah, you have the Three of Wands. And this was the overall energy. So something you've been waiting on, your ships coming in, those coming in, you being able to celebrate the victory here. There's still more work to do and there's still more that you have to push on with and move forward with. But it's almost in a way like you're getting a break here. Clarify the Tower here in the position of something you're unaware of. You pull the Four of Cups here. Yeah, and this, you know, the phrase that's coming to my mind with this is an idle mind is a devil's workshop, or idle hands is the devil's workshop. Four of Cups can be an energy of discontent, melancholy, and sometimes we can slip into that energy because it's almost like life can feel so hard or so overwhelming that we kind of just like start disassociating, or we're just like, we're in an energy of inaction. And I feel like the timing for you at this time is like very critical with this Tower being here, because it's almost in a way it's like you're really having to support yourself emotionally and you're having to create a new foundation here that's going to be able to provide for you, that's going to be able to nurture you, or you're just having to create a foundation here that is going to just help you grow those fruits that you're trying to grow. But something that you're unaware of is like to just make sure that you're staying focused and that you're paying attention here this week or for the rest of the month. Clarify the King of Wands as your advice. pull the Wheel of Fortune. I like the Wheel of Fortune as the advice because the Wheel of Fortune is indicative of positive transitions, you having luck on your side, right, and moving into a newer season and a newer chapter in your life. I feel like you're being encouraged here to relinquish the past, let go of the old, that Death card, Tower card, and allow yourself to really go with the timing of things, the divine timing of things, and the changes that are happening here, and to embrace those changes and to look forward to those changes. Because whatever has left in the past or whatever isn't working, it's completely in a past chapter. And so this is your advice here, is to roll into the next chapter, because this next chapter is going to be something that's going to be way better. Clarify the Six of Swords in the outcome. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. And I see a lot of you getting in a better position here when it comes to your foundation, right? And you can say your resources here as well. But I see you now just getting out of that Death card energy, and now you're coming into a space to where you can actually start creating and co-creating with the universe the type of manifestations that you would like to have in your life here. And the Queen of Pentacles is also a card of you being able to purify things and going through that purification process. And it also is a card of achievement as well, success when it comes to the Pentacle stuff, money, resources, support, your foundation improving, and the foundation of things improving. You pulled this 6th house card. It says routine. The 6th house is a house of obstacles. It's the day-to-day obstacles that we face. And the 6th house can deal with as well. It's our job. It deals with, if we didn't have to do these things, we wouldn't do them, but we know we have to do them. Like, for instance, like, I don't really want to clean my house all the time, but I have to. Otherwise, it's going to look like, a pig den, So it's like the 6th house is like embracing the obstacles and the challenges on a day-to-day basis, right? Because all these obstacles and these challenges that you're experiencing, or just those responsibilities that you have to do on a day-to-day basis, is what's going to refine things, and it's what's going to produce things that you really want. You pulled this explore, love, create. The only thing that holds you back is you. And I feel like this is also your advice. It points to the advice of the situation. That Wheel of Fortune, King of Wands, right? The King of Wands is an explorer, right? He goes after, he sets the bar high, and he allows himself to explore new territory, to explore new things. So I feel like you're being encouraged at this time to, don't hold yourself back at this time, and to aim high here. 8 of Wands in the challenge is somebody who has a lot of ambition, but it's about setting forth in motion those things. You also pulled this meditate and contemplate card. So, if you're finding yourself in an energy of feeling overwhelmed, this card can point to solitude, right? I'm seeing you here actually embracing a lot more solitude for the rest of the month, so that way you can be observant of your situation. You can understand your mindset, you can understand your intentions, and you can also cultivate a deeper sense of spiritual connection to your life. I feel like you're really being encouraged to do that. And some of you here, if you're worrying about, man, I'm not going to be able to put all this together, I'm not going to be able to accomplish this or get all this done, this card that says you're very close to achieving your goal, it's like you're very close to actually achieving your goal. So that meditate and contemplate card is coming in. So whenever you are worried, or if you are worried and stressed, it's like just taking the time out to just reflect and to allow your mind to become more calm, to become more still. So that way you can regroup and see the bigger picture of things, or see things more clearly. But this does look like a good week. I feel like you're, moving through those hardships here. So that's what I got for you, Taurus, in your mid-month reading. I appreciate you for watching. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. If you click that link, it'll take you straight to my website. And then from there, you can just purchase a reading. If you're newer to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe. Also hit the notification button bell as well, so that way you get notified whenever I upload your video. And if you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. Otherwise, in that, Taurus, I wish you the best for the rest of the month, and I'll see you in your next video. Bye, Taurus.